The-HOA. My hands gripped the mower tightly despite the blisters that covered my palms. Nice lines, said my neighbor Tim approvingly from over the hedge. This was his 4th time trimming them this week. Up and down our street our neighbors frantically mowed and weeded and tidied just as we did. My wife knelt in the garden near our house. I could see the sweat stains on her shirt as she scanned for weeds. I made a mental note to buy her new gardening shirt so she wouldn't look so unsightly. Around here, appearances are everything. I finished the front lawn and put the mower away. I spared a moment to step back and appraise our lot, massaging the ache in my back as I debated whether I had time to pressure wash my driveway again this week. My gut clenched as I heard the air horn go off in the distance. It's too soon. Nevertheless, I made my way to the end of our driveway. My wife materialized at my side, having donned a fresh shirt and carrying a pitcher of lemonade that she had stashed in the mini-fridge by the front door. We exchanged a nervous glance as we plastered enthusiastic grins across our faces. It didn't take long for them to reach our home, clipboards in hand. I felt myself being weighed and measured as they took in me, my wife and our home. We breathed a sigh of relief as they moved on to Tim's house. I heard Tim apologizing profusely as the inspectors looked over his lawn. My wife and I kept our heads down and listened as Tim stuttered an apology for the grubs. Apparently he had tried an eco-friendly option this year. I chanced a glance at the inspectors and saw the rage ripple through the group. My wife made a tiny squeak as the lead inspector drew her pistol and shot Tim point blank. The lead inspector walked back to our house and helped herself to a glass of lemonade. "Thank you for bringing that to our attention," she said calmly, surveying the rest of the neighborhood. "Can't have those kinds of ideas creeping in," I stated, staring straight ahead. She stared at me for a long moment before murmuring, "No, we can't." She turned to walk away and paused, looking down. "Considering your commitment to the cause, I won't cite you this time," she said softly. Then, turning to stare me in the eye, "But if this driveway isn't cleaned by this afternoon, I will be very disappointed." I nodded as she walked back to the group. My wife put the lemonade away, refusing to meet my eyes. I brought out my pressure washer. I tried not to stare at Tim's body lying on the ground as I sprayed my driveway. Instead I looked over my lawn, proud of how each blade of grass stood uniformly at attention. "It's for the best," I told myself. Around here, appearances are everything.